Hey, what's up, people? So here's my video on how I made a UDS, a ugly drum smoker, out of a 55-gallon barrel. And yeah, that's the taco lady making my tacos. Anyways, here's the barrel. I had to do a burnout to get all the paint out. I did several burnouts actually, and then once I did the burnouts several times, I got it down to the bare metal. Once I did that, I went ahead and gave her a first coat of paint, so it wouldn't rust out on the outside while I worked on the hardware stuff and everything else. So I did that on the lid too. So I pretty much came up with all the stuff it's on it out of random stuff, except the uprights, the elbows, and some of the bolts that I used. So those are the pipes I used for the uprights. I had to use, of course, you have to use high heat paint for this stuff, and you only paint it on the outside, never the inside. So I kind of painted over the hardware that was going to be shown on the outside. The barrel gets really hot, so I had to make a little bumper there, just in case somebody bumped on it. It's also heavy, so I came up with the idea of putting it on an old lawnmower. That way, I can easily move it around. Also needed to make a basket for the charcoal, so that was that right there. Kind of just folded it in, tied it with some wire. Once I did that, I had to burn it out, just in case there was stuff on there. Then I had to make a charcoal starter basket. So I had this can here and a handle from an old grill. Went ahead and did it and put a little hand guard there for the heat. Then I had to mount the lawnmower base with some other bolts. Had to reinforce it with some other metal plates. That way it'd be a little bit sturdy there. Some bolts were bigger than the other ones to get an actual even base on there. Tires were looking rough, so kind of cleaned them up and did a little bit of spray paint on them. And pretty much that's how it looks. That is the base. And that's bolted at the bottom of the barrel. That's the lid. I put a little screw on there so I can kind of hang it on the side of the barrel. That is actually after I repainted it. That's pretty much how it looks. And that's with all the hardware attached to it. The bumper plates, the uprights, the bolts for the grill rackets and all that. And the lid. And it's on top of the movable base on that thing too. So there's that. That's pretty much how it looks. I'm happy with it. The first time I ever messed with one of these things, and didn't really have any instructions to go with it, so I just kind of got some ideas online on how the general concept works, and I went from there. Kind of did my own thing with it, really. I mean, I'm surely this can be done several different ways. So yeah, that's pretty much the handle, the push and pull, and another bumper guard there. Just the uprights and charcoal starter. So let's open it up and look at the inside here. I put it to where I could have two grill racks there. Two grill tops. There's the one at the very bottom, and then I got the thermometer in between both of them. Those are the bolts for the second one. That way I can cook more stuff on. There's the charcoal basket in there. I'm actually building a ash basket underneath that, so it'll be easier to take out. So now I just have to season it. So what I did was I started with, starting some charcoal. I didn't fill the basket all the way up, kind of halfway up, and started the fire, and I sprayed it. Oh, who's that guy? I sprayed it with canola oil all around it, and just kind of put the charcoal in there, let it burn pretty much all night, and just to kind of see what it did. The temperature was going up and down, so I had to have 4 holes at the bottom of the barrel. There was kind of small holes, but they helped keep the temperature above 250 or at 250. And that's pretty much all to it. Once I did those little holes at the bottom, this thing kept going. I was able to keep it for around 250, between 250 and 300 for about 16 hours. So I just threw some meat on there, pretty much some ribs, and did some vinegar and a little bit of a dry rub on top of them just to kind of see where it went. And then the chicken thighs with mustard and another dry rub. I used Royal Oak charcoal and some apple wood for the smoke. Everything worked just right. The charcoal starter, the basket. This is the actual thermometer I got in the mail for it. So there's the chicken. It took about 3 hours or so, 3.5 hours. The chicken was juicy. It was cooked right. It was good. Again, this was just a trial cook. I mean, I didn't really put anything fancy in there but some chicken thighs and ribs. I kind of wanted to see how the temperature would hold up, once the food was in there. And it did pretty good. Chicken was done faster than the ribs, of course. Ribs take about 5 to 6 hours. Or longer, depending what kind of ribs you got and all that good stuff. Chicken, right temperature. And literally, the bone was falling off the chicken. So, like I said, it was juicy, smoky. It was awesome. Same thing with the ribs after they were done. They were pretty good. The only thing I did was actually ended up opening them up and from the roll and threw them back in the grill just to get the other side kind of smoked up pretty good, and so I could put some barbecue on the inside. So there it is. That is the drum smoker I built. It's pretty cool. It works. I recommend it. It's really easy, really. You can do it your own way.